Okay, guys, just going to take you through here how I set my targets for my TDS and pH each week and how I track those on a dry erase. Products below and behind you'll see there I use General Hydroponics products. I've got those all measured out there in milliliters below. I'll take you through each of those. This is 10 cups of distilled water, and my ppm and pH targets are listed there. As following General Hydroponics instructions, they always tell you to go ahead and mix the Flora Micro first. It's a deeper red color to it. Just want to get that in there and dissolved up. For some reason, the little caps that keep the product inside it aren't the best. So I do notice that I have to keep a towel around each time I shake this one up for some reason. Probably just my bad, but just be careful with your product. You don't want to spill that on a carpet. It's very opaque and would make a mess. I'm just using disposable droppers here. I use them for all my products. You'll see there a couple of ball mason jars that I've got with some distilled clean water in that I'll clean them out after each pour there. And just put the dropper in there and the distilled water, exhale the air, put it underneath just to kind of sit there while I get those all dissolved up before I move on to the next product. And just keep everything consistent for whenever you do that. Products will all tell you not to combine them in non-dissolved form. They will not break down correctly. So just be sure to do them one at a time with a stir in between, and be sure to clean that dropper rather. You don't want to combine products. So just a quick little dip there, spit out the water, do it a couple times if you want, shake it off, redo it each time. Very easy stuff here, guys. You can use different droppers. I like the disposable ones. They were dirt cheap. They recycle. I throw them in the thing there and they're easy. But just whatever's easy for you to do. Main thing is just to keep mixing them in each time. Get everything mixed in, guys. I can't stress that enough. Wife doesn't know I use the kitchen utensils, but I've got something on the way, so hopefully we'll get that cleaned up for you, honey. But this for right now, the whisk works great. And I've been pleased with the General Hydroponics stuff. I don't receive any sponsorships or anything, guys. It's just a recommendation I saw on the forums. I like to nerd out, and I just followed those. So as you saw in my chart in the beginning, everything has been mixed out in a way that has been expressed on a forum, and then I've just taken it, making it my own with increasing that to 10 cups in the beginning. This gives me enough to fill up my AeroGarden and then have an overflow for watering throughout the week. I know many people will just tell you to add distilled water as you go, which is fine, but I use an opaque mason jar in a cool area that receives no light, and I feel comfortable in letting that overflow product be fine for up to a week. It's usually gone within 3 or 4 days, and then I'll do a water change each 7. So this is what works for me. Main thing is just to be consistent, guys, and I can't stress it enough. You absolutely want to make sure that you're testing that pH and TDS throughout the week. As your plants get larger, those numbers are going to drop, so you want to make sure to add the appropriate nutrients and increase those as you go. I'm in the very beginning stage of week 2, so again, just following forums and other growers out there on what they've expressed works well for them. The Cali Magic, again, that's another suggestion whenever you're using distilled water. Other folks have used tap water with some waiting there, or using an air stone to get out the chlorine, and then just going as you go there. But again, consistency is key here, and until I've got it down and done some other testing and just seen what I can do, I want to keep everything as easy in the beginning as possible. And while distilled water does come at a cost, for the 10 cups that I'm going to use a week, I'm going to go ahead and keep it this way for now. And I've seen great results in the forums there too. So HydroGuard is another great product. I use that proactively just for root health. A lot of folks will use hydrogen peroxide if they see any issues there, but I just follow HydroGuard's recommended dosing and decrease that based on 10 cups versus a gallon. And all these measurements have been done that way. The 10 cups for me is just an easier way to adequately take care of the particular project I've got going now. And again, consistency is key, guys. I know I've said that several times throughout, but you just want to keep things where they're controlled, easy, and consistent week over week. And this is my first particular grow with these products, and I just want to make things easy. So the dry erase definitely comes in handy. You'll see that moving forward. And speaking of, before you do any testing, make sure you do a good mix there. Get things all nice, no dissolved solids on the bottom. Everything's nice and mixed in. And there's those targets there. So based on what I've done, we're going to come right in line, as you'll see here. We're going to first measure that ppm, and I've got a ppm meter. I'll try to link those later so you guys can see there. But this is just a cheap one I got on Amazon. I think I got both of these together for 15 bucks. Now I'm going to go in there and check that pH, see what we're coming back at, set the target 5.7 to 6.0, and that's again from the forums. We landed right in there at a nice solid 5.86. So finally, guys, remember, consistency is key here. The dry erase is a great tool. Track your numbers, track them daily, find your target, follow forums. Knowledge is free. Just get out there, make sure that you've got as much as you can, and involve the community. And that's what we're here for. Guys, I hope you'll do the same. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. I'd love to hear any suggestions you have, things that I can do better, or maybe just some newt content. If you know some good ideas for nutrients and want to suggest those, I'm always willing to open. More videos coming soon. Thanks, guys.